Alright, so welcome back. Continuing from where we left off. So this is part three of my supposed live coding session. So where we had left off, I had finished adding the mechanisms to add the products to the database and read database and populate my products form with all the products. But one of the issues or something that I should have accounted for is uploading the absolute path to the is putting absolute path inside the database for the image. But what I want is something like this. I only want the image name or this part of the image inside the database, and I can reference this when I am calling the image. All right, so I have to take a look at how exactly I was doing what I was doing to get a better understanding of how I can remedy that solution. So if we backtrack, we were the images added by here, we will take the copy it, and by save event, we call the add product method, right? So the add product method is in the farmer class. Where is it? It's in the farmer class. This is how it was done. So for the image, one thing that it does is, okay, so you get the uploaded image path. And this method is inside of product. With the product. Okay, so and then upload image path calls copy image with copying the image that was passed in with so this file name right here. But what I really want is this file name to be what is stored in the database. So copy image versus inside the utilities does this and it returns the destination. So one thing that I could do is cut the when writing to the database. I could cut the string. I could slice the string this point. Or would I do that though? Alright, so when I'm writing to the database, which is inside of Fireman, what I want to do is I want to slice this off. So we had done something. Let me take a look at what the image path looks like inside of the table product. So I don't have to go to SSMS to do that. So I can just click on show table data from here and I can see what I had inserted. Those take a bit. Alright, so what I want to cut off, I want to cut off everything. I want to cut off everything up to images, or I want to cut off just product name. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at inside the utilities. I want to look at the get string. This returns everything up to the project namespace, which is JA Winforms. I should refactor this to use for as we'll be creating a website, which is a different project for this entire solution as well. So this needs to be refactored. But so far, what is done here is that because this had returned everything up to um, the bin or the object right here, which was a lot, and we didn't need that, so we had to cut that to minus. So we had to use a substring. Alright, so let's take a look at this. All the string methods inside the C sharp. I don't have them inside my head. So substring is one. W3 scores. Is this it? No, it's just telling us how to. Methods, C sharp string methods. Well, apparently we were there. I just a bit impatient. I wasn't seeing what I wanted to see right away. Index of. So what I want to do, I want to try and get is there a remove method? Index of substring. Character position. I need to Google if there we can remove something from string. Remove string from a string. Probably not what I'm looking for, but says that. So this is working with numbers. All the characters after 25 characters. Alright, so what I can do right now as a shortcut simply simply replicate this, but instead of a replicate this, but instead of returning string, what I want to do is get the integer of this. Instead of returning path, I want to pref path that length. Is this a method? I believe so. No, there's not a method, just an attribute. That should get me I just need to rename get file path. Then I need to find a more elegant way to go about this because it's a solution, but it's not really a solution if you know what I mean. Alright, so what we want to do in products, no, in farmer is I don't want to close this up. That's what I'm going to do here is simply so this is a string call this product image name call. What I want to do is call get. I want to get the product that get uploaded file path, right? And I want to, so how do we go about it now? Remove. So it's okay. That remove. See what this takes. Returns a new string with all the characters. Create instance. Start index. So I want to start at index 0 up to utilities. Utilities that get file path length. Right? So I need to know what this looks like before. So what I want to do now is call, stop putting, it's right here, I just put product image right there. So I think the starting index of this that I remove is so start index up to account. Usually it's a lot of the times in some of the languages is starting up to but not including. So depending, I might need to add a +1. So I need to know what this looks like. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right now, I'm going to alter this a bit. So I'm going to return a string. I'm going to return a string here. Comment this out. Use not shortcut. Good. In Visual Studio Code. I want to return image name. So I'm right into database. So where am I calling this? I'm calling this in the save button on this form. Yes, as we can see, I'm going to erase this. Not interested in writing it again. I want this called farm dot add product. See in product. Message box. Dot show. Just for testing purposes right now. I think there were some changes in the repository. Let's go take a look. Yeah. I'll go on my team members did some stuff. So let's get to it. So this weird email as usual. And we navigate to the user portal. Navigate to the user portal. We go to manage products. I need to change the icon for that. Add products. We go here. Okay. Save. Alright, so this is what we were getting so far. This can be enough, but I don't want this. So what I want is I want to remove everything up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 more characters. 8 more characters. So I need to go inside of farmer. Plus 8. Don't wait, this is very arrogant, but hey. Trying to get a working solution here. So the weird email again. This image right here. Save. All right, wonderful. So this is what I want to store in the database. Right? This is what I want to store in the database. So that's all right. So whenever I add an image, this is what I want to store in a database. So I can go ahead and put this back to an integer. You guys remember why I did that. Execute non-core returns the amount of affected rows in the database. So what I'm basically doing is that if if a row was affected, it simply indicates that something was inserted. So it just means that a successful operation was done. I'm using a condition over in the where I'm calling method. So that's basically what I'm doing. Could do this in one line, but no, I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I think I'm take show off at this point. All right, so let's figure out the rest of this program. And comment added successfully. So if we have that raw thing right there, what I need to pass to the picture box inside of product form is I need to pass the alright, so I need to pass what I was doing here, so in the first place. So where do I alright. So product image. How simple I want to alright, I can do it from here now. I can do it from here. So what I want to do here is I want to attach the I want to call utilities dot get file path from here. So what I want to do here is I want to put this everything here in a string. I want to use some string interpolation here. And use some string interpolation here. Working this. Let's correct the 9. You can't beat it, giants here. What? I'm just gonna do that. $sign. I'll wrap this inside of. As beautiful as Visual Studio is, I really need some of the things that I get out of Visual Studio Code. Images. I like a lot of the shortcuts that are in Visual Studio Code. So let's see if this can work. So I'm gonna populate each of them with, or where is it that I don't think I have to do it there. So I think there's a much cleaner way to go about it. All I have to do is recall where I'm assigning the picture box. Cool. All right, no problem. I'm doing the picture box inside of the user control itself. So what I can do is copy, product user control code behind for it. So here, so I'm doing that. I think I prefer to do that to do what I did over there here. So I think I prefer that way. Should I? Because if I have the path for it loaded up somewhere, I can just reference the path without having it to do this for every single place that I want to have the image. I think I'm just gonna work with this. I'm gonna work with what I have. If I have it here, it means that the object would just have the absolute path for, well, the absolute path relative to the user's system. Alright, so we're getting the path dynamically with this method right here that's in our utility class. So now it's just a matter of testing. Alright, so I need to delete what I had inside of product. Either I can delete it or I edit the table. I think I want to try editing the table. Can I edit the table from here? Yes, I can. So all I need to do is come like this. That's a lot. Just ensure that. All right, cool. No problem. So that is beautiful. That is beautiful. So let's try running this. Let's try running this and see if our image is still loaded inside of. This moment of truth. If all right, so it still works. It still works. It still works. So now what I've accomplished here is that the tree, no, not just the tree, but for any device, because I'm working with a lot of group members. So if they were to run the code, they would run into a lot of issues because the file path that the method would have brought back would be different from what mine would bring back, right? So I need to ensure that it's the same thing across all things. So this solves the issue right here. One thing I want to do though, I think I want to not the code behind. I want to go to design to view this center image. Let's see how much better that looks. Working with picture boxes in this is kind of funny, but not gonna fight it right now. Honestly, so that's all I will be doing. Is changing that property that just changed. Alright, so that look a little better. So what I wanna do here now is as I refactored this to have refactor this to do what I want it to do. So now it's just a matter of alright, clean up my code and get rid of this. So that comment, even though the code is pretty self-explanatory, oh, goes through the all right, so oh yes, I remember why I want to go into this. I want this. I think I'm going to because when I add the thing, it looks off. So I'm going to try to drop this to the top. That's why I didn't dock it in the first place because hold on, I should be able to change the position of it. So let's dock it in the top, right? And top left. There's no center for the anchor. So I'd love to see how that looks. I was really digging the whole center feel of this. But the name, depending on the name, it just places all messed up. So I can ensure that. So one thing I can do, I can ensure that it stays where it is programmatically. So let's just try removing one. Alright, so it's in the center right here. Location. So I think I can set the location programmatically of these things. So let's try accomplishing that. So I want to set it to that location so it remains there no matter what is entered. So on the load event, this where's the load event? Here's the load event. I'll populate the fields. I want to LBL item name dot location and for name of file. I went through this in one of my videos, so this is how I actually learned how to do this after with experimenting on my videos. So you guys should really check out my first video and second video. I've been working. I've really been working. I'm planning kind of making some of these shorter, but at least just recording and see how best I can edit. Even though I wasn't about editing business, even though because I'm trying to do this live, it doesn't encapsulate the essence of live, but still. But I want to make some of these shorter. So I can just cut some of the time and just upload them as separate videos. 52 and 80. 50x becomes before y always. 52 174 primary key. Yes. 52 174. Cool. Let's see how best that works. Um, Doesn't make much of a difference. I think it's I have to find a different solution for um is either I'm going to left align this everything. So it still works. I need to change the center thing for that. Left align it like I did over here. Oh, I need to review the art card still works. Really great by the way. Move everything from our card. So it's gonna be an issue. I think the length of it is the problem. The position is the same, but the length is not the same, so it just looks off. I don't know what kind of solution I can come up with for the part. The only way to get about it is to dock it, but docking it only puts it in one of the corners. It doesn't really center. So if I could dock it really, and I think the best thing to do is just left align it and get it over with and change my whole thing, but can't have the tree not being centered. So I'm going to dock it to the top. With some padding top. Then this as well. Then okay, I want to add docking on this. So I have to make this compromise, guys. I don't. I mean, the design never already. Design wasn't all that already. This, so let me just try coloring this. Some sort of color because this is just sad, really. No, sure. No, I'm just messing around there, so I'm not using these. I thought I'd go beyond the system because so I wanted to appear white. Let's see how. Alright, so we get to left align. Um, don't really like it, but hey, what can you do? Alright, so one of the things that I wanted to do as well. But so for the manage, wait, I'm gonna close this. Uh, this is unnecessary at this point. Unnecessary at this point. I think I want to close this. I think I'm going to close this as well. This I think I'm going to close as well. I'm just trying to clear up my workspace here. Alright, so here we are. Not so many open payment form. We are working the payment form today. Alright, so what I want you to do is upload the user products in here. So I did create a user control for that. I call it this. So I'm going to follow suit with what I had done with docking. This is what I'm changing. What time is it? So it's 10:35 Jamaican time. 10 pixels. Need to add this though. 15 total. That's fine with me. Wait a minute. No, I'm still not here, but I was thinking I could add some padding here to send this center it. This is the web app, I just add that margin, some auto margin. Nope, not one. Right. We tried, definitely tried, guys. A bit closer. It's a bit small. Also, I reckon it for now. Do we have the mechanism to populate these with? I never checked, Okay, so I need to populate fields of this with whatever is passed in. So first of all, I need to be able to pass in a object class during the data, a product object to get the information. So using our class library. Right. This is an overload method constructor. And set what's coming in color. I'll set this to whatever coming in here, so I can have access to the class or the object throughout all of this, throughout all the class here. So what I do is I basically want to copy over my populate fields. View code. Basically, I want this. I'm sorry, as a pop, I was wondering what I was doing here. Cool. Thank you very much. Foreign product, C code product. Oh, passing the products form. Okay. Okay. Oh, they add the card functionality. So many times it really come back and you have no idea you did something. Show you that I did every single thing here. wrote I've written a lot for this project. So this should work for that. So I need to call the, so I don't know what I want to call the populate fields method. So it does all this. So all it's doing is setting the labels and the image with the values that are coming in with the product object, and the product objects that have a pass in it. Just like how I rendered the products on the products form. So what I want to do here now, close this first and foremost. I want to close this too. I don't really care about that. I'm gonna close this tool to this. I need to pay attention to this. So on form load. So I'm gonna call it on form load for this as well. So I'm gonna create a load product method for this as well. Uh FR products. There's no need to write code from scratch. I'm gonna do something like this. An island boy who's trying to make it. Alright, so that's where about mechanisms I just in my head. So when this form loads, I want to show here all of the product that belongs to the library format. So that means that I'll have to do the query. So instead of select all, I need to have a where clause. So where would I do that now? I could pass it at least a method. So okay, let's see. I want to be able to put it in here. So I need to first and foremost, get one of those errors that you're using statement for our class library. Should get rid of some of these red lines. The only problem this is having now is that it's expecting a particular form. So it's expecting the products form. So it cannot convert that. So what I need to do first and foremost, I need to change the user control that's been entered here because we are loading up USR, right? Intelligence, intelligence. Okay, fine. I'll just do it myself. Right, so this will still be red because it will tell me that it doesn't have a constructor that takes in two parameters. Okay. Yeah, doesn't kind of a constructor that takes in two arguments. So I just said that a while ago. And so I need to figure out where exactly this list of products I'll be generating this list of products from. So I can do it from here, really and truly. All right, so what are we doing? Let's update and delete. All right, so for the update, I do need to pass the selected object to the add edit products form. So I will end up needing a this. All right, I will end up needing to pass. Okay, to access because I want to access profile. So I would need to pass. I would need to make the user control aware of this entire thing here, so I can access profile. So to call this right here, passing in an object. So let's try it. We're not even rendering in the first place, but so let's change the constructor taking an FRM managed product. So you always make your children aware. So the children can call methods that are inside the parent. Not exactly a parent relationship, but the way that it was designed, it end up being you can refer to it as that. So what am I doing again? Shop controls. So I'm going to code behind for this, and I need another constructor that takes in a product. But we just need to, you know, I don't think I need to just need to add this to the constructor because in truth and in fact this is all I'm doing. I won't be adding. If I need to later, I'll just add one and I'm just simply adding this one. I don't feel like copying the code and writing there. Before I manage products, before I manage products, private, before I manage products, before I manage products, I want to set what's coming into. Yes, sir, intelligence. Is that it? Alright, so on the button click event. So I want to go into design for this. Do I have it open? I no, I don't. Design for this. I think I named these already, so I can go ahead and the update. All I need to do on the update is alright. So what I'm doing is I'm referencing the immediate parent, which is product manage product. Why is this called product manage product? Hey, no, thank you. I prefer the part. Uh, foreign product that profile. FRM. What is it called over here? So did I change? I did not change it. I set out the changes as the public. I already set out the changes to the public, but I did not for some reason. Where am I? Over here. No material over here. That profile that open child form. And we want to pass in product object that's in this user control. Something like this. We do apparently. Mm-hmm. No, I need to pause in the a new instance of add edit. Totally forgot what I was doing. I had to look at the error code out of it. Form add edit product. Pass need a product to this form. No, this doesn't accept the product by itself. We're gonna have to fix that. By the way, there should be an extra thing here. So let's go to the add edit product. Where are we? I think it's probably alphabetical order. Yeah, so what's the problem? Mhm. I think this is an issue. I already have a product class in this. I'm using it for stuff. Alright, so as I said, I was just going to use, I need a flag. So I'm going to use a boolean, call this variable in edit mode. So it's going to be true or false. Alright, so I have a, okay. I don't have, not a problem. We'll just work what's going on. I can figure it. Alright, so we don't have something that takes what I was already initializing a product to use to pass in product to farmer that no problem, no problem. No problem whatsoever. So I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy this, paste this here. Product equal product. Do I want to? I think I'll just set this equal um to what's coming in right here. Set up a new product object. Alright, so it's like gear wants us to use this keyword, and we have to go through and use of this. So gear big of yourself. Use of the tools and one. So all we have to do here now is mhm, change image. Alright. If we're editing, if we're editing, okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. This can remain. Logic behind it, only add change. So a couple things. So on the form load, first of all, we have our on form load event. I want to change some stuff. What am I doing? I want to look at the design for this. So I want to change this text here depending on what's going on. I think I want to add a label up here so as well. So we know what the person is in. Label. This is really ugly. It's very, 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 very ugly by the way. Uh, okay, I think I'll just. Uh, Anyways, we're not here to. We're not here to do this up. But it is not the best looking. We can say that. And slash edit. I'm going to programmatically change this based on whether or not it is true. Got this from Trevor Williams. So Williams, if you ask this at any point, because yourself, Udemy courses really helped a lot. You guys should check out his YouTube page and his Udemy courses. Trevor Williams is a I will name this. A lot of the things that I'm doing here I learned from his course. Just me. First of all, this is okay. I'm sorry, I have issues when it comes to certain things. I don't want this to be changed. I want this to be updated. Doesn't really matter. No, it's still, but so what I want to do here now is programmatically based on whether or not. So in edit mode is equal to false. So if it's loaded with this constructor right here, we're going to set the is edit mode to false. But if it's loaded with this constructor with an object being passed in to be rendered, then we're going to set this is edit mode in edit mode to true. What do I have? Come on. In edit mode to true. So based on whether this is true, I want to do two things. So LBL dot add update text dot text no. So I want to use the Turner operator. So I'm going to say in edit mode. So if it is true, I want this text to appear. Right? I want the text to be in edit mode. It's in edit mode, then I want to be updates. Date product. If it's not, so that's the basic, that's our ternary. So this is true. Set this equal to this, and if it's not, set it to whatever comes after the colon. Add product. I want to do something similar to it for the button. So btn let's say add change text. So that text in edit mode. What I want to do is if it's in, I want to say change image. If it's in edit mode, and if it's not in edit mode, I want to say add image. Alright, so that should do that. Alright, so based on whether or not this is in edit mode, start to do it. I don't need to change this. You can delete this value. Don't like that white space. I don't like that down. I like this space out. So if you end up changing it anyhow, it does this does the same thing. Let's set in the image equal to whatever is in the file, whatever was selected. Alright. So based on the product, so if it's in edit mode, I want to call alright, so I want to create a method that so it's simple. I want to create a method that says update product. So we go all the way to farmer. Farmer. Um, I don't even remember my SQL to be honest. But hey, all right, public integer as well. Update product. Sorry. Take in a product class product object. So I want to do all of this really actually. So here what? If I call update on this, what am I doing? Do I want this back? I think I do, you know. I think I do or I don't. That's where it kind of gets a bit tricky because I just copy this for right now, but I think there will be something. Not sure right now. Alright, so basically, so let's check our SQL statement. Boys and girls, I don't remember what my SQL statements are. Okay, I have so the update SQL statement, update table, set blah blah blah, where no problem. So update table down. Set column name to that, set column name to that, set column to that. Comma, go across. So what I want to do here now is, do I have this in set? Alright, cool. So if I do something like this, it should do that for me. And grateful for you, by the way. I tell you, Visual Studio is really really like it's like really the intelligence is really good. I was gonna update everything that's in the table. I'm just gonna update everything that's in the table to whatever is coming in. So if the data wasn't changed, or data or some parts of the data wasn't changed, we'll go up. It will still set it back to whatever was there. in the first place. So don't so paste it. So it's really worried about image where this is concerned though. But as we've been doing, we'll figure it out when the time comes. Have we not been doing so? This is an I now. I should be able to just do that. Alright, so just if you can't beat it, chat it. If it's giving me problem going that way, I just take it that way. Your life is simple. A lot of people don't believe that life is simple. Life is like really, really simple. You don't find these things, I swear. Get rid of this right now. This that thing again, so you take it from this direction, that direction, and life is really, 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 really simple. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leverage Visual Studio again. I'm gonna press enter here. It should do that magic for me. Like this is like really neat. Where so I'm going to use the product ID. ID equals to product ID. At this point, it should have an ID. I think that takes care of that. We've been doing a lot so far, but no testing. Alright, so let's try get to testing so we can fix our errors. We don't write errorless code here, sadly. That's it really was. So I haven't actually gotten the products to be loaded in the panel that I had. All right, so here what. Add CS. So all we're simply going to do here is, because we're still collecting all this data, so all we're simply going to do here is just call the different methods based on the edit mode. So we don't need to collect data twice. Data is already collected. Um, and we need to populate the data, by the way, if an object is passed in. I want to do that. So if in edit mode we want to call farmer dot update product, that should be the logic for it. Else we want to add this right here. Cutting. I'm supposed to be cutting and copying. I'm supposed to be copying and cutting. I'm gonna do this here as well and just change this to update product. I think this should work. All we need to know is to break our program, honestly. I think we've gone an hour already. Alright, so another order of business. I need to populate the edit. So what I need to do here is I'm having a feeling that one of my concerns will take care of itself somehow. Alright, so it's in edit mode. I want to fill this with the data that's already in there. That's being passed in. So here what we're gonna do. I have a feeling that one of my concerns is about to take care of itself. I'll elaborate if it does. So within edit mode, so I want a method that says populate fields. I have a lot of those about the place. Alright, private. Dot private dot after 11 I'm kind of feeling a bit tired. I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing, even though I'm surprisingly old for my young age. I'm 19 by the way. I'm turning 20 in a few months. So what I want is a method, yes. A method I changed that thing called populate fields. That's I'm 19, turning 20. I'm an aspiring software engineer. That's one of the things that I want to do in my life. That's what I'm currently focused on right now. So what do we want to do? We want to get the picture box PV image property is equal to, yeah, see the beauty of why I left it the way I did in where did where am I adding the beauty of where I left it, how I did over, where did I add where am I reading the data? So the actual data is being read. I think it's in products. Right here. So this is one of the ways that, oh, I want to do this again this way, but I'm going to have to do it again somewhere else. But I have to still use this because at the end of the day, I want the objects to have the absolute path for the really losing where I'm supposed to be. So the product will have the absolute path of the image. I'm not even worried about that. Image location. Equal product image. Okay, no problem there. Although we have some text boxes that needs filling. The price that text equal product intelligence, nothing here, no problem. Price, we need to call it a string on this. This return a string and expects a string back. So txt product name based on my little pet peeve. I need to have this with the image being on top, but I need to have that above that, honestly. It's the weirdest thing, but hey. Stock that text equal to just check. That should populate all the fields with whatever it is coming in. And on the form load, I simply want to call if in edit mode, I want to call the fuel age fields method. So I need to populate the panel of managed products with I really want to get this out of the way so I can break it. I get what I'm doing out of the way so I can break it and fix it. The only one way to know if it works is to test it. There's a lot of code here. The logic should be alright. Not according to what's in my head. But alright, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Manage. Okay. Alright, so open the code behind for this. So on the load, I simply want to okay. So all I'm gonna do here is do something similar we have. Basically copying this to be honest with you. I think that should be it. So many times copying a lot of these and then curly braces just be alright. So I need to include keep using the word include, but I'm not exactly correct, but let's go to client. Let's see if my group members have been anything since the last thing was done 5 hours ago. Sorry, it's low product exists here, but I need one difference is that I simply need to add where farmer is equal to I'm gonna add it statically one for now, but as essentially you want to check where the farmer ID. So whichever farmer is logged in, I want to check their ID for all their products inside of the product table. Alright, so let's see if all of this works, shall we? Well, you look at that. We have errors. Yay. Does not exist in the current context. What am I doing here? Alright, name. Oh, I did change that because I wanted the FRM up here. I wanted the FRM, so I changed that. Alright, so not a bigger error as I thought. See how long we've been at this? We've been at this for an hour and 10 minutes. for 5.6. Just I'll check if shop still works by the way. Alright, shop does still work. No problem. So we're gonna use a portal here, manage products here. Would you look at that? It did pop up under this. So I need now to moment of truth. Would you look at that? Data is let me try changing. Let me try changing tree or the body image. Let's say I'm not sure how this will pan out, guys. Okay. Alright, no problem. That's simple error. Simple error, simple error. Well, for right now, I just need to put all the strings thing in a single quotation. Price, image. Let's try this again, eh? Hold up. I didn't change the idea of the product. I don't need to change the idea of the product. The idea of the product is just fine. The idea of the product is just fine, guys. Alright, so let's try this again. 4 at 5.6. Password. The portal. Manage products. Alright, manage products pop up here. I go to update. I get the data. I can change image as you guys see that. Change image here, update product here because it's in edit mode. Right? But if I came here and click add products, here will be empty completely. So updating the product and I want to put unknown tree. I want to press save. Let's see. Something else was went wrong. In syntax error near. All right. So let's see. Let's see. All right. So we only have. Do we need a? We don't need a thing. We don't need a thing. So all I have to do here now is remove this. Stop this. Start it again. What's what I'm doing? Okay. Simple things like again, I can't remember. People on this in front of us. I need some rest though. Update. Let's try this again. The third time should be the charm. Let's change the product name. item added. I need to change the message by the way. So if I come to manage product, oh wow, what do you look at? So we had this successfully updated, and if I close, if I were just to open shop, it would reflect as unknown tree. So we updated. So I need to ensure that the mechanism for this works. As I'm really scared to touch the image. Honestly, I am really scared to touch the image because so let's review our logic where the image is concerned. Hmm. I need to start closing a lot of these things. Clear up all that was going on here. Right. So we want to see exactly how the image was added and what would happen if we try tampering with, because there's a lot of funny works going on with how the image is added and how the image is shown on the file path for them um to do some to get a bit crafty. Not sure how elegant the solution was, but I don't mind. It works. That's what's important to me. So I'm looking for how images are added by the way. So that's going to be on add edit. Add edit. So we know that, sorry, so we didn't show the image, so the image remain the same in the database. Alright, so if the image, so we did an update one. If the image remain the same in the database, that means everything is alright. We're keeping the image the same is concerned. All I have to do now is explore changing the image. I need to put in a review of what my code. Alright. So magic starts here. The magic starts here. So whenever I click add change image, dialog box pops up and then select. Alright, and then what we do is we set the image location of the picture box equal to the file name or where on the person's computer the file path to their image. So the file name, we did print it, so we saw the entire path, right? And at this point, we set the image equal to the full path. No, we don't want the full path to be stored. Right, so when we click save, what we actually do here is, depending on whichever one, change the message here for this. So depending on whichever one was clicked, we go to farmer class. Alright, so we send over the absolute path of the PC that it's coming from. Alright, so it was good. It was good to keep. Remember, I was mentioning that solution had solved itself, problem had solved itself. So it was good to keep this right here. So or actually store. So the reason why it was the same even when I went no. Right, so actually storing in the image, or should be actually storing is the same image name. No, I don't. Alright, so ideally, so the image can be changed without issue. But ideally, I don't want a bunch of images populating our thing that's not being used. I would love to remove if the image is changed. I'd love to remove. So what I can do is read all of what's in here, and then query the database for all the images. Alright, and if a particular image in here is not in the database, we want to delete that image. That's one definite solution. Now, I was reviewing somebody else's code, so I'm going to check if they have anything for that. Well, not for what I just said, but for the whole image thing where when they update in the image. Right. So update product. That's why I didn't use that pretty framework. So they I see he had two different products. I just used the one for the same thing. I need that set button, back button. So that data is minuscule. Let's see how we went about updating this. Get the ID, clone the product. I didn't have to clone the product. Um, copy, clone, update, and as per usual, we follow where the methods are leading us. So it's called update and you see product. Oh, that's where I got a name convention. Oh, see you product. I have no idea where this is. Let me just control click. Should have brought me to. Where can I find product inside? No idea where. Oh, update. Where is the update method? So as per usual, we look at to get uploaded. This is the new image. I'm not worried about that. I'm just checking if you had anything to delete images. It's not calling anything to remove the images. So the idea that I was exploring, I just might have to do that. So for particular images, change a particular image. So all right, so a couple of things that I want to account for. Um JPEGs are based on the filter. I want to add a proper extension. So I need to add a filter on the dialog box. Oh, need that from think I can remember. Let me just write it down here physically. What I need to do, so I need to add a filter on the open dialog, filter files, um, then account for different image file extensions. So if they upload a PNG, I still want it to work. I don't have to look at it too much though. All right, so I need a way. So this is not providing a solution. Let's see. Let's just look through what they have here. He has here one more time. All right, so I can close this. I think I want to copy the default images that he's using to thing there. So I'm not going for that some of that time. So we successfully updated our product inside out. So I need to start out um how which users are logged in and so forth. I was just basically to pass around the user object around the program. So what was my agenda? I wanted grants. Okay, no problem. Um, hmm. So let's see what Stack Overflow has for us. I'm still laughing. Stack Overflow filters caught me off guard the other day. Let's see it here. I want to get I want to get the files in the folder and also subdirectory. The filing code does not get the file in the subdirectory. So directory that get files. I've always preferred to answer directory that get files. The search option all directories. Last parameter effect. So exactly what you're referring to. To set it to all directory for every file. Some folders set it to top directory one. If you want to search a directory given. So this essentially returns an array of. So let's look up what this does. It looks like it returns an array. Strings. There should I get file? That's still that I want. So returns files that meet the specified criteria, gets files, returns the name of the files, including their path in the directory, returns the name of files, including path in the directory. See how this works. I have some examples here. I'll just take a look at some more the overloads. Enumerate options. This is what he. Okay, so this is what the guy implemented on Stack Overflow. So it returns an array full of names, including file and paths for the files in the empty array if no files are found. Cool. What I essentially want to do is Alright, so for each string path in args, we use the file exists method. I think I'm just remembering that the guy had something like file exists. I think I'm just gonna explore what I'm trying to do. I don't think that I'll complete. I'll stick it out today because I want to go to my bed by at least 12 o'clock. Alright, so I'm just gonna play around with the method to see what the return body actually looks like. So I'm gonna go inside utilities. I'm just gonna call this public static void, not return anything. Delete images. So what I want to do is move directory dot get files. Let's see, returns name of files, including their path inside of the specified directory. Trying to specify directory. So what I need to do is I need to call upon beautiful method up here. So get file path. So directory that we want is refactoring to do when I fix this method up here. So using this everywhere in my code. The path to the directory. What I want to do is images. This inside of that. So I need to see what what's inside there. So it's a string array. String. Okay. I think this comes before the array name, which is kind of weird. For like C, we put that after the array name, but that's fine. But I don't even remember at this point. It's been 4 hours since I've done any arrays. These images. So then I'm going to do this now. Can I still use the console on this? I should be able to. For each. Haven't I been using like consoles? The console is still available to me that right now. This is old C sharp, so I have to have something like this for the console steps. I hope this. So where can I call this now? Mm, I want to edit somewhere that I've not been working on. So you know, I have a test with I have a test for all these purposes. These are the purposes I have a test form for. All right, so let's see. I just want a button. No, I just want to click the button, honestly. Utilities. That's all I want. I'm gonna change the program.cs file to run this. Alright, so I can't do this. Oh yeah, the console did work, I think. Oh, you know what? All I want to do right now is just call this damn method. I should see. Yes, that's alright with me. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, I can work with this. So even though it didn't test it, I can buy in program runtime so I can see what's inside of this. I think I could have sworn I saw the guy did some. I remember him, but I think his way was more elegant. So what I want to do is Mm. Alright, so for each string images, I also want to check if they're in the database yet. Alright, so what should I do now? Alright, so I want to try. Let's see, using SQL. SQL connection in this. Using system data dot SQL client. SQL, I should get some. Mm. I just want to get a list of. Alright, so open connection. Dot open. Okay. That's not open. Just want to get a list of first. I want a query. The string. Query. We call select from comparing a list against a list. Okay, that's kind of funny when you think about it then. Let's go this real quick. Compare to C# arrays. It's a compare for equality right now. I'm not interested. I think something came to mind a while ago. I could do some more researching, but I'm really rushing against. I want to get this up, push my changes, and get some rest because I've been tired these days. Select R from product. No, I don't want to select R from product. I want to select image from product. Right. So let's go command. First of all, please call yourself CMD. Second of all, I want a new SQL command here. Create connections. Alright, so what are we doing here now? I don't think I would need in this honestly. I want this over here, so I want all this stuff. Strings really. Let's see how we can go about this, shall we? Alright. Let's come on that cute. Need a reader. So let's go data reader. Let's go data execute on query. Lessons always. Data reader 1156. Let's see if we can cut this in the next 3 minutes. So, alright, so I want to populate this with the amount. So db images dot add. I want to put in here says SQL. SQL data. Okay, I call it SQL data. Fine. I'll work with data reader. Alright, Jason. Bam. I think I'm getting back like one thing. I'm just gonna work with image. What I've been doing so far. The string. Here as well is I wanna call remember what the thing looked like it last time. I should have taken a mental note of. What did it look like? So it looked like this. Also change interpolation here. So I want to wrap this. That so far. I want to call here's around the call utilities. No, I'm in the utilities class, so I just need to get file path. Get file path slash images. I think this had this weird backslash thing it did. I'm just gonna set a breakpoint to right here to see what we have here and compare it to. Hopefully this doesn't crash on me. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. My SQL database is doing its thing. You're right, I did not call connection string. Alright. Okay, connection string. Inside the utilities class, you have to reference utilities, gentlemen and ladies. There were some builders. Yay. Because why can't we just write code that runs? So something broke something here. No, they're not going so. I'd say it occurred after added this, so remove this 1 second. So we just backtrack on the changes that I made. That's really weird. Oh, I'm gonna know what the issue is, yeah. Yeah, there's some simple curly brace I did the problem. I don't know how I'm gonna compare it to though. Oh crap. Totally forgetting this gear should be capitalized. No, I'm not gonna chop it. It's bedtime, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so it didn't crash, so I have step into the code. Uh, should only have one in it. Okay. So what I want to do now is this is the image from the database. I want to compare this to what this has here. Those strings. So it looks about the same to me, honestly. They all have this backslash thing about them except for the image right here. Double backslash, double backslash, double backslash, double backslash, double backslash. The image forward. That's except for the it's all of them same except for that. Then for this now, exactly the same. So I want to do now is what do I check? If the images in the database are not inside the images in the directory. So for whatever image is not inside the database, I want to delete it. So I think I have for each image inside of the database. DB images. No, I'm doing it backwards. The images in the directory and not inside the database, then I want to delete the images in the directory. Jam logical. So I have to do a traditional for statement. Directory. Can I get any suggestions here into the sense? So we can spell to save my life now, sir. I know. What the problem? What the problem? We can do it for each statement and general array. Because I literally would not mind, be honest with you. It should have a link properly, so I don't. Hold on. Okay. No matter spelling, no problem. It's been a while since I used. Um, Alright, so what I want to do is really getting tired here. Compare these two. So I'm looking at a nested loop here. So that's what I'm thinking. So this is directory images. If it's not inside the database, then I want to delete it. Alright, so nested loop it is. Nested loop it is then. My logic works, so do I end up deleting all of the images in the database? Because alright, so what I want to do is So this should run. So for every time this runs, this will run until it's completed. So on. Okay. Every time this runs until it's completed, then it tries again. So that logic should work out for me. Alright, so we go to did I okay. I directory image. By the way, alright. Let's read the logic. So for every time, so this should run, should complete its loop. So if the directory image is not inside the database and I want to delete the database image, so do I need a flag? Is in database. Okay, DB. Is in DB equal to my guys. Logic. All right, let's speak logic. All right, so I'm not sure what this flag is for anymore. All right, so for every time, all right, for every time this is should complete all of its loops before this can increment. Mm, Go on to the next. So we are at the first item in the directory. We're checking if that item is inside of the the database. If that item is inside of the database, then we want to it's coming to me, it's coming to me. I'm tired brain right now. That item is inside the database. I want to remove that item. If it is not inside the database, I want to remove that item from our directory. Hold on. Alright. Let's take it again. For each item in the directory, right? We're checking if that item is inside the database. So open through all database images, right? Comparing it to a single directory image. All right. We say if it's in the database, we say it's equal to is in DB is equal to true. The name is equal to true. I'm just trying to figure out how to delete the file if it's not. Methods are not the problem. I was thinking about the logic. I'm probably thinking about going to my bed. That's probably the issue. If this is equal to that, just one break. Can you break? I think I only can break in a while statement. I don't think I know to be honest with you. I don't remember. Else. Okay, I just figured it out. Just figured it out. We just figure it out. So if all this is completed and this is not equal to true, then you want to, if not equal to true, then we want to remove that image. We want to remove that image right there from the from the database. So we're going to add them. Alright, just the solution that I wanted. Remove database from the directory. So I want to remove this image from I'm legit out for the count right now. What do we do? That delete. I don't even know. It's a path, are they? Directory. Images. This naming convention is bad. Why did I name it that? I'm not even going to fight it at this point. S. It is this. All right. All right. No. Just a matter of testing this. Let's review our logic here. So we have a list of, we have an array of directories. I have all of the images that's in our image directory. I have all the images that are in our database, and we're trying to, so for every image that's in the directory, right? If I'm gonna have a problem here because of this. I might have a problem with this right here. I should put this, inside here. Reset it to false or renew item. Because once it changes to true, it won't change it back. It won't. Alright. So for every item in this, alright. Really playing fire here, by the way, guys. really playing with fire here. I think I'll comment my code tomorrow. Because I want to. Alright, so for every image inside the image directory, so if that particular image is at some point equal to one of the image that is in our database, then we set this in the bit equal to true, right? And then if it's not equal to true, then we want to set delete that file. We repeat again, setting back in the bit to false, and check back other item. Check it back, check loop over. All right, so that's basically our logic right there. All right, so where did we call? So let's go, guys. Let us go. Let us go. I swear we're playing with fire here. Images. Cool. Start. And so can I? All right. Should have done something. So just a matter of us going into my files, which I want to send the data by. Let's just try not to look where guys should be looking. People. Jamaica culture code. Images. It deleted all images that were in the database. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, guys? Would you look at that? So my logic is outstanding, I swear. My logic is outstanding. My logic is outstanding. So I should just refresh this. Refreshing that should. Not in the files anymore, by the way. Don't know why it's popping up here. Refresh on this. I'm sure that it's not in the file. So I want to take that as a win. I don't think I'm showing here. Yeah, so it's gone. This was in the database. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It was in the database. That's why this was in the Git repository. So that's why I was still here showing that it was deleted. So I need to accept the changes. All right. So issue has been. Let me go back to program.cs. What I'm going to do is undo. That should remove it from Git. Oh, I've been doing a lot of changes, ain't I? Haven't I? I think one of my group members text messaged me a while ago saying that he invested in some. Yeah. Yes, I need to pull all those changes before I try to push my. Okay, okay. Alright, guys, so all I'm going to do now is just commit my changes and call it a night. Alright. So thanks for watching yet another video. You guys take care now.